Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Welcome back. If you're coming back, if you're a new listener, hey, how are you?
It's days like today I really wish we were on camera.
How are things? Oh, you like my shirt?
I like it's the wife beater and the aqua blue chucks.
Yeah.
Actually, that's just like regular royal blue.
No, there's like aquish.
That's royal blue.
Whatever.
I love the royal blue chucks. Actually, I wanted a pair like that, and now that you have some, I'm not going to get one because fuck you.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Hey.
So I'm going to get some
Pink?
I'm going to get some fuchsia.
Oh man, nobody will know the difference.
I'm going to go with aqua velvet.
You are not going to find someone that knows the difference between those two colors, I promise you.
I know.
Especially anybody we know mutually that would look at both our feet.
Yeah, but when we are together, I don't want to be wearing the same shoes. That's just weird.
I agree.
Unless it's a photo shoot for the Matt and Dave Show. Which
no.
it won't be because we only have, like 9 episodes left?
Yeah.
10?
Yeah.
9 episodes left? I don't know.
I think this is 90.
Is this 90?
I think this might be 90.
All right, so we have 10 left.
I think we have 10 left.
Okay, 10 left. Sounds good. 10 left. 10. It's a magic number.
Is it?
No, I don't know that. I don't think that was the magic number. 3 is the magic number.
Yeah.
So a couple updates from last week.
Yes, please. Oh God, I know what you're gonna say.
First thing, I'll tell you what I'll say what you don't know what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
I found out shortly after we recorded last week that the morning show that I was talking about, actually was yanked in I think November of 18. So it's been off the air for about 3 months now.
Oh.
So I can listen to that station again. And actually, that station is now the 80s, 90s, and today station that I used to listen to. That is now a classic rock station.
You know what?
It seems like every January the radio around here is trying to shuffle.
Dude, I mean that has been radio since forever,
right?
And I'll give it up to the internet. I mean, the internet's pretty consistent. Rotten.com is always going to be something just terrible.
Oh my God. I forgot about Rotten.com.
You know what I mean? Rotten.com isn't going to suddenly be... Now, it could be, hypothetically, the possibility exists that Rotten.com will be turned into, pictures of cute puppies and shit. But for the most part, Rotten.com is going to be Rotten.com. Whereas 93.5, the snarling dragon, will suddenly become 93.5, your unicorn. You know what I mean? Format changes every fucking year, I think.
You said Rotten.com and just this wave of emotions,
nostalgia.
It's almost like I forgot everything that happened. I had amnesia, and all of a sudden it all just came rushing back to me.
Oh my God!
Wow, it's been so long since I've been on Rotten.com.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's still You want to find out?
I really don't. But he's going to look anyway. So, I'll keep telling you about the morning show. Yeah, they're gone.
Yeah. So what happened?
I don't know. I have my guesses.
I have guesses. That they weren't good?
Nobody was listening
Or was
to
it
them.
that the producer just kept talking off on the mic like this?
Man, I swear to God. I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't. Anyway, that was the best news that I heard all last week. The second thing that I want to update everybody on, if you read our Facebook pages or you get connected with the show on Facebook, and that's how you listen to the show, you don't actually look for it yourself. You might not have seen us put a disclaimer on last week's show that said, yes, we are aware that we talked for 20 minutes about this fictional character named Wembley when his name is Wimpy. We knew it was Wimpy. We know it's Wimpy, but we're two old men who forget things, and that was one of those things we forget.
That's our caveat.
When you've consumed as much media as the two of us have together, I challenge you to always know every single name of every single person that was ever created.
And they will challenge us to get a producer.
And that is actually what happens when you have a producer. That somebody will type that in and go, "Is it Wembley? Is it Wimpy? What are we talking about?" Guys, it's Wimpy. What a producer doesn't do is laugh like a hyena with no mic. That was a good impression of that dude.
Oh yeah,
that was a good impression.
Is that
yeah?
Is that it? It doesn't look like Rotten.com exists. I'm trying to pull it up. I don't know. I'll let it run in the background.
Yeah,
and we'll see. We'll come back to it if it ever.
Yeah, you don't.
Reappears.
You really don't have to though.
Oh, it's going to be on the big monitor.
No, really, it's
facing
okay.
you.
You really
so
I don't
you
have
let
to
me
see.
know if you see like
I don't
some
want to
like
see, can't look,
some
don't
like small
wanna,
intestines.
Not gonna
just
ooh.
like ew.
Not gonna ooh it.
Oh, nice.
You like that?
No.
Oh.
So big news. Breaking news.
It's not
today.
It's not big. I mean, it's breaking today. It's official, but we've all known it was coming for like months now.
Is it really like breaking news when you've seen it coming like 4 miles away?
Yeah.
Is that really like knock your socks off? So the news we're talking about is Netflix has officially, in a surprise to nobody, sans my wife, canceled The Punisher.
And
Yeah. Oh, I had to sneeze. Sorry. The Punisher.
you go ahead, sneeze.
No,
If
no,
you're going to.
no.
Got a little sneeze.
A little
Get
sneeze in there. Here it comes, just creeping up.
Here comes the sneeze.
Creeping up on you. God, why would we do Dana Carvey Bush?
Because it's fun.
Why would we do Dana Carvey
It's
Bush?
easy.
Anyways, yes, it's all gone. All of it's gone. The Marvel Universe on Netflix is dead. Long live the Marvel Universe on Disney Plus. I mean, if I'm
maybe
or Hulu.
Or Hulu, yes.
Because they announced. Oh, did we talk about the announcement of all the new shit on Hulu, the Marvel new shit?
All right,
With
hold on.
the-
Let's not. You're getting ahead of yourself.
I'm always getting ahead of myself.
So they've announced after second season of Punisher, they have now announced that there's no Punisher, there's no Jessica Jones, killing the Netflix world of Marvel TV.
It's dead.
Even before Jessica Jones season 3 comes out, they've canceled it.
Yeah,
They're like,
I mean-
listen, we're just going to cancel it.
Yeah.
So we know now that has nothing to do
with ratings,
or
and has
everything
like
to
that.
do with whatever's going on between Netflix and Marvel and all of these streaming services.
Like they're not even pretending anymore.
No, they're not.
Which they shouldn't have to begin with.
They're not. I do want to read. So Jeff
Foxworthy.
Loeb.
Oh.
Loeb. Whatever his name is. He's the head of Marvel Television.
Okay.
He wrote a letter.
Oh.
And I'm going to read just a couple snippets from this.
Please,
okay?
please.
It had never been done before. 4 separate television series, each with different super talented showrunners, writers, directors, cast, and crew, coming out months apart, and then they would meet in a single event series, all set in the heart of New York City's. We called them the Defenders. They said it couldn't be done, but Marvel assembled amazing teams to write, produce, direct, edit, and score 13 seasons and 161-hour episodes. That's a lot if you think about it.
It really is.
It says, take a moment and go online and look at the dazzling list of actors, writers, directors, and musicians who graced us with the very best. And I love that they added musicians because if you look at Luke Cage, I mean, like music was a big part of that show.
Massive.
And it was great.
Yes.
Great. It says, we did it all for you, the fans who cheered for us around the world and made all the hard work worth it. Thank you. On behalf of everyone at Marvel Television, we're grateful. Our network partner may have decided they no longer want to continue telling the tales of these great characters, but you know Marvel better than that.
Oh.
As Matthew Murdock's dad once said, the measure of a man is not how he gets knocked to the mat, it's how he gets back up.
Interesting.
To be continued.
Oh. ...
Exclamation point.
Oh.
That was the
ellipsis exclamation.
Yeah. That was his like letter that he penned after Netflix announced all this. I mean, we've been speculating on what could happen. First we said Disney Plus, now we're saying Hulu. There's a whole lot of different things.
There's
going
options.
On.
There's really some options.
And what were we talking about a couple weeks ago? There's 2 years between when it can be on Netflix and anywhere else.
Yeah, there's some.
So if you look at it, like I think we're already on like 1 year for Iron Fist because I think it came out in March of last year.
Yeah,
didn't it? So 1 more year. So I mean, technically they could start production now.
Really, the pre-production of it.
Right. I mean, they could go into production like right now and start producing episodes of Iron Fist. Now, does that mean you can't have like Luke Cage in Iron Fist? Could you do Could you not do an Iron Fist show? Could you do
Or-
Heroes for Hire and then have Iron Fist and Luke Cage in that? I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see.
It's curious
don't
how
know-
the agreements are worded.
Yeah, I don't have the official agreements. It's
Matt,
never
really?
been released.
Matt, you don't have the official?
I mean, like they haven't really talked
yes,
about it
no,
that much.
you don't know the
That
rules.
news is not out
Yeah,
there. But
yeah.
that's like what we hear.
It's not like the cinematic universe where
Yeah.
you know who belongs to what and like
Exactly.
you know the rules about the Hulk.
Exactly,
Like, Universal still owns the Hulk,
Yep.
so we can't have a solo movie. But we don't know the rules about that for this TV.
Exactly.
Yes. No, that makes
Exactly.
sense.
So that's what's happening. Not a surprise. I have not watched Punisher season 2 for this very reason. I will
you're
not
such a-
watch Jessica
come
Jones season
on.
3. I just won't do it, man. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I don't care. I don't care. Bring Carnival back and I'll watch everything.
Jeez. Dude, let it go.
No.
Let it go.
No. I'm not going to.
Come on.
Mm-mm.
Come on.
Nope.
Who's my special little cream puff?
Not me.
Who's my special little cream puff?
Mm,
Who's my special little cream puff?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Who is?
No, it's not
Who
going to happen.
is it?
It's not going to happen.
Is it Matthew?
So let's talk about the Marvel projects that we know are going to be on Hulu.
yes.
As we speculate as to what might happen with the Defenders.
Some really odd choice. Who's my special little cream puff?
Not me.
Damn it.
Really, really odd choices. But this all sparked because I saw a story that said Howard the Duck returns with Kevin Smith writing. And I was like,
Interest peaked.
yes. But what they're basically doing is taking 4 really obscure Marvel titles.
Obscure-ish, yeah.
They're very obscure.
I mean, for like lay people, like super obscure.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And they are making them into cartoons,
Which is cool.
like adult animated series, I think, or
I
just
think so.
adultish.
I think that's fair.
Adultish, hard PG-13
Yeah.
maybe.
Hard,
Soft R.
hard Paul Dini Justice League.
There you go. Yeah. So kind of like a Paul Dini, Bruce Timm Killing Joke, if you will.
Yes. But a hard version of
But a
that.
hard version. Well, it's
Yeah.
pretty hard. I mean,
That's true.
That's not hard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they're doing these 4 series. The one I'm most excited about is the Howard the Duck with
Obviously, Kevin Smith.
with Kevin Smith writing and producing, and might even be directing a little bit. But writing, producing. But you also have him working with the creator of,
Yes.
yes, that one
The band.
with The Thing
Oh.
on that network when they showed pictures and they moved. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, no shit, really?
Yeah, you didn't see that?
No.
Oh, yeah. The
No,
guy behind Aqua Teen Hunger Force is teaming up with Kevin Smith to do this Howard the Duck series.
Oh, wow.
And I am super, super excited. You know what?
I am so curious
The
about
only thing
that.
that can make me even more excited
Mm.
is if they announce that Leah Thompson is going to voice Beverly in this.
Oh,
it could be a
dude.
completely different. Like, obviously, it's going to be different.
Right.
It's not going to be anything having to do with the movie. But I would love if they have Leah Thompson be Beverly, or
A George Lucas voice cameo.
or they have her be Leah Thompson in this cartoon, like they did in the comic. That would have been great. That would have been awesome.
Oh, that would be pretty
But
cool.
we'll see. We'll see what happens. So that's exciting. Now, so these 4 separate cartoons, they're going to do what they did at Netflix, and they're going to each have their own season. You're going to meet individual characters, and then they're all going to team up to a series they're going to call The Offenders.
Yes.
Not
this
the
I did hear.
Defenders, the Offenders.
Yes.
Which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. I'm glad they're taking this whole Netflix blueprint that they have and using this animation side. That's going to be
I think
that's
that's
going to be
cool.
interesting.
Now, I think it would be cool for them to appear if they could still get them to appear as like their characters in the animated series, like the actual, like having John Bernthal voice the Punisher in the Howard the Duck series would be really, really cool. Because they did
That's one way to keep it going.
yeah, because they even play, and that's the thing I do, and I'll give Netflix gobs of credit for, is they're really good at like cross promoting their shit, even within it in a very subtle way. Like John Berthal's in the first episode of the second half of the Kimmy Schmidt season, final season. Like he plays this like I won't spoil it, but he plays a very Punisher-esque, like, you know, type of character where you're like, oh, that's interesting. And but like as a wink and a nod, and they're talking about Marvel shows while he's on, like it's very much like that cross promotion. So I think it would be cool to be able to do something like that And I think I think Disney could learn a couple things from that.
Those are the types of properties that
Yeah.
And people say Disney, and I know Disney has kind of like a maybe like a guideline that they have to follow, but I really much think that Marvel runs their own shit. I mean, I know that they do. I mean, they've said they leave them alone for the most part, which is why they're so successful.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say Disney. I would say this is all Marvel stuff. So
I know, but
I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
somebody's
I'm
cutting the check.
I mean, that's But when you're bringing in your own money, you don't really need anybody else to cut the
That's true.
checks. I
That's
mean,
true.
when you're bringing in $1 gajillion
It is-
every month.
I think we're up to a gajillion.
We're
now.
up to a gajillion a month now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how the Marvel thing is working.
I would pay a gajillion a month.
Yeah. I mean, and you're going to have a gajillion more. Now, you've got Endgame coming up, which is going to make more money than anything. That might be the Titanic sinker.
You think so?
That might be the Titanic sinker.
I
yes.
thought that Titanic had already been sunk.
No. Oh, Avatar, you're right.
Yeah.
That might be the Avatar flyer. The Avatar
unobtainium miner.
There you go. Yes.
Tree killer.
Yes, that might be the Avatar tree killer. Yes.
That's the best I can do with
Yeah,
that
but
movie.
I really do. I mean, I think it has a good shot. I think it has a good shot because nobody. If they keep this going with this mystery, there was a 10-second spot during the Super Bowl. We had like a 30-second spot before. The Russo brothers have come out and said they're not showing anything in the trailers that other than anything that's in the first 15 minutes. It's all they're going to show. Anything else, and this is going to be like a 3-hour movie. There's going to be possible intermission, which I think is fantastic.
Agreed.
People are going to go see it multiple times.
Yep.
I would like I think it's going to have my prediction now. I'm calling it now.
Yep.
I think it's going to be the #1 movie
of all time.
Of all time.
You think so?
Yes.
Adjusted for inflation?
No.
Yeah.
No, not adjusted for inflation.
I'm asking. I'm asking how
Only because I
bold-
don't have those numbers right now.
That's fair.
What the
you
#1
just don't,
movie
you,
would
you,
be.
You don't know.
Right. If
that
I knew what it was, then I would. I could make a better educated guess.
No, that's perfectly reasonable.
Right. But I can say that I think it will be #1. So
I-
you've got Endgame. You've got. I
agree.
Now then you've got Captain Marvel coming out in March. Then you've got Endgame in April. Then you've got Spider-Man in July. And I know Spider-Man is a joint effort. Then all of this stuff that's going to happen as soon as Endgame comes out. You give it like a month. You're going to hear more about what's upcoming.
Yep.
Obviously we know Spider-Man's happening. We've heard there's going to be a Doctor Strange 2. We've heard there's going to be Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
We've heard they want to do another Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yep.
We've heard the Guardians of the Galaxy. We've heard a couple other things. Now we've heard, the current Avengers are going to go on to the Disney streaming service, and they're going to be, you're going to have
the Loki show.
right. You're going to have the Loki show, which sounds fantastic.
Yeah, they just released the premise.
Did you read that?
I did.
What is the
absolutely.
premise?
So the premise is it's not a Loki continuation storyline. It's Loki's interference throughout the human timeline, throughout all his his influence on big world events and shit like that, which I think is just fodder for amazing television.
It is absolutely amazing television. You know what it made me think of? It would be like if Loki jumped into the Quantum Leap accelerator.
Yes.
It's the Loki Quantum Leap
show
that we've always dreamed of and never knew that we wanted it.
Yeah. No, I'm
It sounds
definitely
fantastic.
It does.
Fantastic.
It really, really does.
I almost wish that Scott Bakula.
Yeah, Sam Beckett's the character.
Right. Yeah, it is. I almost wish that Scott Bakula was in this show some way, shape, or form.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
He's got to be.
Oh.
So we've got the Loki show coming out,
Yep.
which is going to be fantastic. You got the Scarlet Witch and the Vision, or the Vision and Scarlet Witch, whichever's going to be first.
Yep.
Then you got the Falcon.
That rom-com.
Yeah, you got Falcon and a Winter Soldier show. I mean, you've got
Yep.
those 3 shows coming up. You've got all the cartoons. It's not going anywhere anytime soon.
It's not.
Nope.
And then you have the trench.
And then you have DC, who just when you think they have it all figured out,
They don't.
they go ahead and announce they're going to do a movie based on the trench.
Yep.
From the Sea Monster, from the 10 Seconds of Aquaman.
We did. Yep. Which we talked about.
They're currently making a Birds of Prey movie.
Yeah.
Or The Emancipation of Harley Quinn, which is the full title. The
Yep.
Birds of Prey or The Emancipation of something Harley Quinn. Of one Harley Quinn or something like that.
Yeah.
Which stars Harley Quinn.
Yes.
Who isn't in the Birds of Prey.
Yep.
And they're not going to
Which I don't mind.
They're not. No, I don't mind either. But they're not going to put her in the Gotham City Sirens movie, which she is
actually a part
of.
Yes.
They're also not making the Joker Harley Quinn love story movie.
Well, they're
with,
not making
with
the
her and
Jared Leto Joker
and they're not
anymore.
making the Jared Leto Joker movie anymore.
Which,
I mean, I'm fine with. Fine with, but it's just like, listen, guys. Just
I love
like, why is Harley Quinn the star of the Birds of Prey, and now you're gonna make a Gotham City Sirens and not have Harley Quinn in it? Like, there's really just no point. I don't even know what you're doing anymore. I just can't.
Well,
Now, let's see what happens with the Batman. I mean,
I'm more than willing to give Birds of Prey a chance and the Gotham City Sirens a chance. I'm more than willing to do that. Like, I'm not gonna saddle them with the baggage of the previous movies. If the movie looks good, I will watch it, and if the movie doesn't look good, I will shit on it and blame DC in a big lump sum.
It's more of just like, what is the... I have two questions.
Yes.
What is your thought process? And second,
why
how
are
does
you
this
the way that you
right,
are?
That's exactly what I want to go up to somebody at Warner Brothers and go, why are you the way that you are?
Why are you the way that you are?
Why? Just why? Why? When Marvel can get it right almost always. Like, they really have, like, found a way to keep the fanboys happy while keeping things kind of original. Like, I wasn't mad about the movie version of Civil War, even though I loved the comic version of Civil War. Like, didn't bother me.
That you had to cram a Planet Hulk storyline into
like, there was no
third Thor movie.
Right, like, that was pretty interesting. Like, we're still getting the stories, we're still getting kind of some of the same stuff.
Yeah, there's some ishness.
But we saw fucking Hulk as a gladiator on a fucking space planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's what we wanted to see.
Yeah.
Like, that's Planet Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a movie. I mean, that'd be cool, but I'm down. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. So what? Why are you the way that you are, DC?
Why are you the way that?
And the second question I have to ask you is, how the fuck does this news keep getting out? You guys just need to stop making announcements. Seriously, you just need to make your fucking movies and release them.
I think, and I'll give them a little leeway on this. Like, they had their plans, and then they announced their plans. So then you're on, like, this big public record about, like, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be giant. Like, I'm gonna build 30 giant towers with my face carved in them. And then that clearly wasn't going to happen because they got their ass kicked. So then they got to walk it back, but they have to walk it back publicly, and that's embarrassing, and that's shitty. And I know that's not easy, and I will completely give that to them.
And listen, things get greenlit and go through production hell all the time and then get canceled. It happens all the time.
It does.
But never to the extent in which we've seen DC announce shit and then pull back and then fail.
I mean,
and it's like in their continued efforts to correct themselves, they continue to fail. Yeah. So whoever's over there running things, like, how many times did they change the head of DC, and now there is no head of DC? It's all back under Warner Brothers. Like, they just can't get their shit right. And I feel like we're beating a dead horse, but
we are well beyond beating this dead horse.
It's so baffling to me. Like, I really I want to see the 10-part docuseries about the fall of DC at Warner Brothers.
Oh, like they did about the guy that made see, this is why we need a producer. This is why we need it.
Yeah.
This is it. I had a name, and it's gone. It's gone in my head.
Are you talking about The Room?
No. Forget it. Whatever. My point is gone. Gone. So let me segue into something else.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about something. A show I've been watching. So I've been of the Norsemen.
The Norsemen. Why does that sound
Netflix.
Familiar? Why does that sound familiar?
So, did you ever watch Lilyhammer on Netflix?
No.
Do you know the premise of the show?
Mm-mm.
So it's basically a mobster goes on the run and like turn state's evidence, and they ship him off to Norway.
Okay.
Lilyhammer, Norway.
Oh, okay.
Played by one of the guys from Sopranos. So it's basically the cast of that show making a Viking show. It's a comedy. It's a picture like the British Office set in a Viking village.
Okay.
But they're a lot more historically in all their irreverence, and there is a great deal. They're very historically accurate about a lot of things that you would be surprised. Like, You know, they get the names of like the countries right, and you know, the culture. They really some of the touch points of like actual Viking history and shit that they deal with are like spot on.
So this is Norse? What?
The Norsemen.
The Norsemen. Okay. Okay. Which is Lilyhammer came out years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was canceled after 3 seasons. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, now I know why I've never heard of it.
Yep.
Okay. So is Norseman new, or were they doing it around the same time?
No, it's still new. It's still ongoing. So
It's a Norwegian.
Yeah,
comedy series.
it's actually Norwegian, and so they film it in both languages.
Okay.
So all the actors are bilingual, which is common, you know, of that area. Most speak their native language and English. So, but they do each scene twice, once in Norse and once in English.
Right.
So the English version goes to Netflix, and the Norse version stays where it is. I think they've aired it on BBC as well. Anyways, It's funny.
Okay, so season 2 just came out in September of last year.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about season 3 yet.
Don't know anything about season 3 yet.
There's a thing here that says it is Monty Python meets Game of Thrones in Norwegian.
Yeah, it is. It is. It
Okay.
really, really is. And so there's certain parts, and you have to just get out in front of it. So there's certain parts of Viking culture where it's like they kind of made their living raping and pillaging.
Sure.
That's what Vikings did.
Yep.
So they don't shy away from it,
Mm-hmm.
and they make it like they're forced to kind of make it funny. So there's some weird, uncomfortable moments in the show. So be prepared for that.
All right.
Like if you're really sensitive to, you know, if you're triggered, maybe this isn't your thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
I don't get triggered easily.
right, exactly. And I like the fact the one of their ways of getting around it is that there's a lot of female Vikings that go on like the raids as well.
Mm-hmm.
So God, this is terrible. But you see it like she's got like a penis necklace.
Oh,
Like
nice.
she cuts off dicks and like that's her trophies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
It's very progressive
Yeah.
in that way.
All right.
Yeah. Odd. Exactly. But for all of that, funny.
Yeah.
Like really, and they
Yeah, because chopping penises off is
I
real
know,
funny.
I know.
I'm not uncomfortable hearing anyway.
But they like shoehorn a lot of like references and humor in it, and then the characters react in a very like timely way. Like there's a shot of this guy waiting, so he's like looking at his watch. You know, he's like, oh yeah, and it's like, why are you staring at your wrist? Why? This is something I do now. I am passing time, so I look at my wrist. It's very progressive. You don't know, like they shoehorn all these modern references,
Mhm.
but they don't have the characters acknowledge that they're modern. They try and explain them away as if they were period.
Mm-hmm. I did not know Vikings had French accents.
That's not French. It's dang. I don't know. I'm terrible at that dialect.
I think Norwegian is the term you were looking for.
I'm terrible at it. But
That
there,
was most definitely French.
it's not. I can't do it. I can't do it. Anyways, just watch the show.
Looking at my...
Yeah. There it is. Matt's going to take a minute, and he's going to just giggle his little head off.
Just think about French-speaking Vikings.
That's what I'm thinking of. We here at the Matt and Dave Show do not condone Matt mocking Dave mercilessly on making some sort of comedic attempt.
I totally do.
He loves
totally
to talk
condone
his
it.
yes and game, but when push comes to shove, he's a no.
I am not a no.
He is a no.
I love it. Keep talking French Norwegian to me.
You're such a dick. You know what? You're no longer my special little cream puff. You're not.
Oh, shucks.
Rescinded.
Well,
Rescinded.
I'll be sure to not sleep tonight for that.
You want to snuggle with me, Matt?
Not even a little bit.
Snuggle my
Nope.
special little cream puff?
Especially with that shirt you're wearing, dude.
Dude, you got... I'm glad we're done in 10 episodes. I am glad.
Oh
I'm
man.
glad I don't have to hear this kind of
You usually,
negativity.
have you had a long day? You usually don't leave yourself this wide open for mocking.
Yes, I do.
You really don't.
I do.
Either you're opening yourself more, or I'm just getting better.
Why not both? Maybe I'm willing to be a little vulnerable, and you've actually climbed up to like a 4th grade level of insults. Fucking dick.
Hey, I want to stay in like 2nd grade though. 'Cause
Yeah.
I still took naps.
It's
then,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, you can say the word poopy all the time, and it's just so much more acceptable.
I know.
Poopy.
Poopy. Poop.
Yeah. Anyways, I liked Norsemen. You should watch it. Judge for yourself. Watch it like an episode or two. See if you like it. If you
All
don't,
right.
it's not for everybody. But I wanted I was totally like I binged through the one season in an entire night. Like I was up till like 6 a.m. trying to fix my computer, and I was like, oh fuck, I just need to something to veg out to, and it was like the first recommended thing, and I was like, click, all right, let's see what it is.
I can't do that, man. My mind, like, if it's something I've never seen before, I'm into it and I watch it, and if I keep watching it, or like if I actually am into it, I have to continue to watch it, and my mind doesn't shut off. It has to be something I've seen like a million times, which is why I rotate through like the same 6 sitcoms. To go
Oh,
to sleep
really?
to. Oh yeah, fucking Cheers, Frasier.
Well, I wasn't trying to go to sleep.
Cheers, Frasier, Friends, How I Met Your Mother, Office, Parks and Rec, New Girl, repeat.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't trying to sleep either, which
True.
helps.
Right.
Like I was actively trying to stay awake,
True.
and I was, trying to not scream at my computer.
Did you fix it?
I did.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, this was clearly it's working. We're recording on it right now.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. You got like 18,000 computers in
That
here.
is true. That is true.
You know, like it's your own little server room.
Yeah, it is true. It is my own little server
That's
room.
why you got the fan going. You're blowing on your systems.
That's why I'm wearing this sweet shirt. So I can be cool.
It really isn't the shirt. It's the shirt with the shoe combo. That's
really
what it
this
is.
This is where it is.
Like it's not bad. It's just
It's hilarious.
It is. It actually is funny, but it's not like the shirt's not bad. The shoes aren't bad. Just together.
That
I don't know.
odd pairing with the beard and
I don't know.
everything.
It's like you look like you're comfortable, but you still got your shoes on, and your shoes are
Is that a thing?
blue
Like
Chucks. I don't.
Like everybody gives me shit for never taking off my shoes. Like I don't like taking off my shoes. I like having my shoes on.
I love having my shoes off, but now that I live in a place that's all tile, I fucking hate that. But I found that when I'm working, if I come home and I'm working at home, like I keep my shoes have been on all fucking day because we went to the store and then came home and I did work.
Right.
And I got a lot much more done because I was less comfortable.
Yeah.
Like when I take my shoes off, like I'm comfy, I'm ready to veg, I'm ready to sleep.
Oh, interesting.
So
but
that's I have my shoes on, I got my shit done.
That's your that's your tie. Like you wear the tie even though you work at home. Just
Yeah,
so you can feel like you're still
yeah.
like working.
I need to do that. Like when I actually work from home, because I've been having to leave home to go work. Otherwise, like I want to go back to sleep.
Sure.
And I start
there's
watching things.
Right. There's a separation that needs
Right.
to like exist.
Right.
I struggle with that as well. Like I used to just work from like Starbucks.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah. Like
I try to find different places. I try to change it up.
Right.
But
yeah, like
going to the brewery.
Right. Oh yeah, I've done that. I've definitely worked from a bar before.
Yeah.
But hey, do you have good Wi-Fi? Great. We are in.
Do you have cheap consumables, please?
Yes. I'm going to be here for about 8 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to be here for 8 hours. Thanks for that $3 cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Pretty much. But it's nice to have that like separation. Like I don't know if I could work from home like all day.
I don't know. You have to be a special kind of person to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just like really disciplined.
Yeah. And I am not disciplined.
Because when I'm at home, like I want to do my home stuff. Like I want to like clean out my closet, and I want to I'm just looking around going, my house is dirty. I should clean. I should do this. Oh, there's my TV. Oh, Netflix. Oh, what do I need to catch up on? Oh, let me watch a little bit of this. 8 hours later, I got shit done.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it.
Was that supposed to be Friends?
Yeah. That was my friends.
Nice.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Yeah. So I don't know when I'll be able to watch The Norsemen because
I mean, here's the thing. You don't have to.
I'm in the middle of like 18,000 other things. Right now, we're supposed to be watching all the Marvel movies, but the girlfriend turned on the Umbrella Academy, and now
how is that?
She's got me watching that.
Like that is like the thing people are talking about.
I tell you what, this show has created tension in my house for the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because she begged and pleaded with me to watch the show. I was like, I don't need to watch another show. I'm already in. Like, I'm trying to finish. Lemony
Do you know who the fuck I am?
We're gonna watch Game of Thrones. Like, you want to get through all that? Like, I'm just so media. I'm done.
Sure.
But she's like, no, I watched the first episode. They're really good. You're gonna like it. Let's watch it. I'll watch them with you. I said, okay. So I watched the first episode. Watched the second episode. I'm involved. We're in the middle of the third episode, and she's like, you gotta pay attention. You're missing an important part. I'm like, what? How do you know? What do you mean?
Oh.
Did you watch this? She's like, no. I said, how many more did you watch? And she gets like this like little grin on her face. I was like, how many more did you watch? Did you watch the whole thing? She's like, no, not the whole thing, just 2 more. So you're 4 episodes in and I'm still on 2. That's great. So are we going to do this together or is this going to be the end of us? You
wow.
know?
Wow.
It's not real tension. It's all just kidding.
No, I know, but
yeah, but for the first time, she Netflix cheated on me.
Wow.
I know. So payback's a bitch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You know.
Wow.
Yep.
So are you just gonna watch like the last 6 episodes? Like, like find a way to pirate the last end of Game of Thrones, so you can just be like, oh, hey, remember
I know,
this?
right? Yeah. Unfortunately, that's going to be one of those that's like released every week, so we're going to have to,
That's true.
I'll tell you what I'll do is when the Masked Singer finale comes out, I'm going to watch that shit by myself.
Oh, you do it.
Oh. I'm going to watch it. I'll be like, oh, you got to watch this. Look who it is. And right before they take the mask off, I'll drop her. Boom.
It's like, boom.
It's Joey Fatone.
Which everybody knew.
Right.
Have there been surprises?
Yeah.
On that show?
Yes. Who was last week? Was last week?
I know
Ricki
you
Lake?
love this show. Yeah, Ricki Lake.
Yeah, Ricki
Lake
week.
was announced, but I don't think that didn't.
That wasn't a surprise to me. Somebody we both know, guessed that on Facebook, and he was right. There have been some surprises. Like obviously, the first one was a surprise, Antonio Brown. And then
I think once people got past the first one,
Tori Spelling was like had no idea.
Really?
She wasn't great, but she held a tune.
Yeah.
It wasn't poor. And this week I thought it was it wasn't Ricki Lake this week. Last week was Ricki Lake. This past week, and we're totally spoiling The Masked Singer. So if you haven't listened or even watched, just stop listening to us and go watch it. But this week there was this one girl, really really skinny, had like this really soft voice, talked about being from a family and a model and all this stuff. I was sure as shit it was like one of the Kardashian Jenner girls, like it was Kylie Jenner or some shit like that. But like I was like, it has to be a younger because she could sing, but not very well, and
sure,
but it wasn't like a professionally trained
some
singer,
like
but she could sing.
rich person gave
right.
some mediocre
right
daughter a bunch of singing lessons.
But Robin Thicke is one of the like guessers.
Yeah,
and I'll tell you, the guesser panel is great. They're actually really good. I enjoy watching it. It's Robin Thicke, Kim Jong, Jenny McCarthy, Wahlberg, and Nicole Scherzinger from Pussycat Dolls.
Oh yes,
and they're like 4 different people, and it's just fun to watch. But Robin Thicke has been on the money. He's like, I think it's LaToya Jackson. I was like, there's no fucking way that's LaToya Jackson. Yep. There is no way. You are smoking crack.
That was rumored.
And then Nicole was like, I'm going to go with Robin on this one. I think it was LaToya Jackson. And like, some of the things that like she said, like being from a famous family and breaking on her own, like that makes sense. But there's a lot of people, there's a lot of people like that. Like, there's no way this is LaToya. There's no way they got LaToya Jackson for this show. There's no way. And sure as shit, when she took off her mask, it was LaToya Jackson. I about shit my pants.
I shit my pants.
I did. Like, I can't understand the appeal of this show to me, but I absolutely.
You love it. You are so into this show.
I am so into this. I am so into this show more than I've been into any other reality show ever.
Yeah, you're really into this show.
Yes, because it's so ridiculous. And it's like that. It's like when you're ridiculous and you just go with it. Like, that's the deal. It's the steering into the skid. They're like, look, this is the most ridiculous reality competition show for whatever. It was actually, I didn't even know what it was for. It was just one of those reality.
Watched it.
We're gonna take people. We're just gonna like eliminate people every week because that's what people want. And it wasn't until last week where they talked about taking a trophy home. I was like, oh, now there's a trophy. That's the first time they've mentioned a trophy. So the winner gets a trophy. Okay, at least there's a purpose now. At least there's a purpose.
My version of that show is Nailed It. Like, I love watching Nailed It because Nailed It is like there was an episode where they're talking like Jay Chandahaskar was like the guest host, and he like leaves halfway through the filming to go pick up his kid and come back. So it's just the host and the chef that like, oh my god, are we the Nailed It of shows? Like completely denigrating their own show while they're on it. Like, this is like the Nailed It of Nailed It episodes. Like, holy shit. And I'm like, fuck, you guys get it. You guys absolutely understand it perfectly.
They're not trying to be something that they're not.
They are absolutely. Dude, there is Nailed It Mexico is on.
Really?
Yes.
Is it on Netflix?
Yes. Fully Spanish language.
Oh, shit.
Nailed It. I watch it. With subtitles.
Is it produced the same way, too?
Yes, it's the exact same thing. Oh, my God, it is amazing. Like, it has none of the people from the American show or anything like that. It's just the same set with different people, and I'm still
That's awesome.
dead on into it.
Love Nailed It. I love Nailed It. That's a great one. But it's not the Masked Singer.
Right.
It's
no,
like,
no, I understand that.
But it's like so it's fun, and like I want to know who wins. You know, and now we've been watching MasterChef Junior.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that show?
I have not.
Oh my God, it's like where the hell do they get these kids? Like, first off, they can cook like nobody's business.
Sure.
Like, we're not talking like, you know, heating up, even like making.
Well, it is MasterChef Junior. It's not like, oh, hey, can I cook in the kitchen, Mom?
Right. It like they are legit. Like, they know like their flavor profiles. Like, I've never cooked like this in my entire life.
Right.
And these kids are
They're
fucking
like 9.
8.
Yeah.
Like, there's one little girl who was like 8 years old. She's like making flambe pork loin with au jus, cilantro. I mean, I'm just throwing words out there.
Right.
But that's that's exactly what it was.
She would use those words correctly.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
I just word vomited something.
Right. But she actually
like she could make a dish.
She made it like I could just say things, and she'd make it into like
she
really
would make it into a good dish. She could make your word vomit. Wonderful.
But the best part of the show is like the talking heads that they do with these kids, and like their personalities, and like it's just where these kids just sound so. They sound intelligent, and they're talking in a way that like no kids talk to each other, and they're saying this funny stuff, and they're so they're so supportive of each other too.
Sure.
Like, oh, you can do it, buddy. Okay, I believe in you. You got this. It's very positive, which I dig. But these kids and their talking heads and the way they talk. There must be 3 or 4 times an episode where I look over, I say to the girlfriend, where do they get these kids?
Yeah.
Like, where do they get these kids?
There's something about the way they edit kid reality shows to where it's like, I don't understand. Like, I watched, this is an older show, but Kid Nation. You remember that? Where they set out a bunch of kids and formed a society.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, it's clearly staged.
I
and stuff like
I
that.
know what you're talking about, and you can edit it together to be something. But these talking heads, like,
right? No, I understand, but there's something about like the clips that they get from these kids and the fact that it's kids delivering it. Like, you couldn't edit adults doing that, and it would work. Yeah. Like, there's just something about there's something magical about like. If there was a bunch of adults supporting each other in this way, you would think it is trash and glurgy, and you wouldn't buy it for a fucking second.
Right.
You wouldn't. You'd be like, oh, fuck this.
Because
like,
because the kids are the innocence of the kids. Like, really sells it.
There's an authenticity to it.
I tell you, man, if you can wrangle and have the patience to work with kids in that capacity, like you can create magic.
Yeah.
You know, because you can do things with kids. You could take the same setting with kids. And it can be like I would watch a Kardashian kids show,
right?
You know, and I don't mean like you know, an animated cartoon where they're all younger.
I'm
talking like you know,
about their kids.
Like, I want to see like young kids, Beverly Hills kids, like talking, going to like a private school or something. Like 8 to 12-year-olds.
See, but that would be terrible because they would make them awful.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like I want to see like the honest like kid version. You know,
I see what you're saying. Like the kids react videos, I think are always so much fun.
Kids react videos are fantastic.
There's just something about like there's an authenticity that just dies when you turn 11.
Yeah,
I think where it just goes to shit. Anyways, to briefly touch on the reality editing thing, I saw a video. This was maybe about a month ago, and they talked about like editing a reality show and just how complicated it is.
It is.
And they were interviewing some people about it, and they showed one of the timelines for the guy's edits, for like just taking all the footage together and showing what an actual reality show edit looked like editing down.
You mean pre-edit? Like all the footage that I have to look at?
Well, all the footage, but the actual like chopped up edit that ends up going on the screen, and how it's just this like just like this thinly sliced, just, you know, snippets. It's like a machine gun bullet of clips.
Yeah.
The week and a half of footage they have to comb through to get that just blows my mind. Like, that is a lot of data to process down into whatever storyline you're trying to tell. Like, I may hate the genre, but I am impressed by the editing. Like, that requires a special kind of person with a special kind of talent.
Right. Well, I think that again, I might be speaking at a place because I've never been a part of that process. Well, I've never been fully a part of that process, but
You want to not just talk about the thing that you don't want to talk about?
No, it's not that I don't want to talk about it. I just don't want to. The way that I understand it could possibly work is that, you know, the directors and producers that are on set when they're shooting, you know, you're making notes.
You coach
about what kind of story that you want. Like, you know, you're making the notes. You're telling it. You know,
you're steering.
And yeah, exactly. You're steering, and then you kind of give it to the editor, or you know, you have the transcriber who goes in and goes, okay, this is the shot of this.
That
this is
poor
the shot of this.
shitty transcriber.
That poor shitty transcriber, man.
Yeah.
They're the gold of the Hollywood industry.
The backbone of the Hollywood industry.
I have no idea how much easier their job is because of transcribers. So, you know, you go through and you can like read everything that's said, so you can, you know, you can look, okay, at this time
you can do a control
I can
F.
get this exactly. I can get this line, or
that's a very good point.
I need like a shot of chopping carrots. Let me go through my you know, okay, this timestamp chopping carrot. This person is chopping carrots. Okay, so I have this person chopping carrots, but I don't have a close up of them chopping carrots. So let me go back into like, there's just all kinds of you know, but it's still a lot of work. I'm not explaining that to take away from the work, because it is a lot of fucking work, and it does take a special kind of person to do it. Editing in general is just really hard. Editing audio, video, anything like photography, it's all hard.
No, I agree. So yeah, that's it.
We're done. Seriously?
Yeah. I don't feel like doing anymore.
Oh wow. Well, okay. Great.
Yeah, I don't want to give you another opportunity to make fun of my shoes and shirt combo.
It's the combo. Individually, they're fine.
Or my Norse accent.
That's bad.
Or my Norse accent.
That's kind of Mexican?
That's not even close. Like, I mean, I'll give you the French one. I think that's a reasonable critique.
What was that? I don't even know what that was. That
was not Mexican. That was no.
Do it again.
Or my Norse accent.
You sound like a Canadian trying to speak Italian.
Actually, if you're going for a dig, it would be I sound like a Canadian trying to speak backwards for the first time.
Wait, how often do they speak backwards in Canada?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, well, Dave will work on his Norse accent.
Oh, you guys are dicks.
And I will make fun of him as he does so.
You guys are hella dicks.
And that's the show.
That was my career. I'm great at it.
And how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time.
Later.